Trisha Brooks, G. Brooks's wife, tells the truth about her husband. Patricia Lynn Yearwood, Trisha's mother, was born on September 19, 1964, in Monticello, Georgia. Growing up in that small town taught her a lot about Southern traditions, community, and family values. Trisha's father, Jack Howard Yearwood, was a respected local banker whose strong work ethic and dedication to community service left a lasting impression on her. Her mother, Gwendolyn Yearwood, was a dedicated school teacher whose love of learning and music helped Trisha develop her artistic skills from a young age. Growing up in a home that values education, discipline, and artistic expression all the same, Trisha learned how to be determined, creative, and humble at the same time. This would help her in her future work. Trisha has had a great skill and love for singing since she was very young. She started performing in school musicals, local choirs, and talent shows when she was in grade school. Her natural singing voice and stage presence made the audiences love her. Her early experiences not only helped her get better at performing, but they also gave her the confidence that would later define her professional stance. While Trisha was becoming a teenager, her hobbies changed. She became interested in accounting in a practical way, which showed how intellectually curious and responsible she was. But after she graduated from high school, she decided to serve her country by joining the U.S. Air Force. She spent 4 years at Luke Air Force Base in Arizona. Serving her country not only gave her a broader view of life and discipline, but it also made her stronger and more determined, which would be very useful in the tough music business. Trisha Yearwood went back to her love of music after her service and entered at Young Harris College, a small liberal arts school in Georgia, to improve her singing career. She not only got her associate's degree at Young Harris, but she also stood out in school by joining the Phi Theta Kappa Honor Society is an award for doing well in school. Trisha was dedicated to doing her best in school and in her art, which showed how much she wanted to succeed in everything she did. After her time at Young Harris, she went to the University of Georgia for a short time to try to improve her chances. But she quickly found the university's big campus too much for her and decided to leave. Instead, she decided to focus on a career in music, which would eventually determine her fate. Trisha Yearwood's early career as a professional started with an important internship at MTM Records. This gave her inside knowledge of the music business, from production to artist management. Building up. She worked hard and was good at what she did, so the label quickly hired her full-time. There, she recorded a lot of demo tapes and sang background vocals for new acts. Notably, she sang background vocals for G. Brooks in 1989, which led to a friendship and business collaboration that will last a lifetime. Brooks put her in touch with G. Fundus, a skilled producer, and the two of them started working together on projects that would lead to her big breakthrough hit. Trisha Yearwood's career took a big turn when she released her self-titled record in 1991. The record, which went on to sell more than 1 million copies, helped her become a big star in country music. Its first song, She's in Love with the Boy, went straight to the top of the Billboard country chart and won over listeners all over the country with its touching story. And Yearwood's emotive vocal delivery was praised by reviewers who liked her unique style and how she could show both weakness and strength through her singing. Along with the #1 single, the album had other big hits, like That's What I Like About You, We Never Had a Broken Heart, and The Woman Before Me. All of these songs made it to the top 10 on the country lists. Her first album was a big hit in the business. They gave her the award for Best New Female Vocalist from the Academy of Country Music. The next year, the American Music Awards named her their favorite new country act. After her first big hit, Trisha kept writing songs about deeply personal and artistic topics. Hearts in Armor, her second record, came out in 1992 and was based on a lot of her own life, especially her relationship with Chris Lahm, who was then her husband. It was praised for being emotionally honest and having deep lyrics. The song Remembers When, which was on her third record and came out in 1993, went to #2 on the Billboard country chart. There were also collaborations on this record with well-known artists like Rodney Cra and Willie Nelson, which added to her image as a respected and versatile country music artist. With her fourth album, Thinking About You, 1995, and her fifth album, Everybody Knows, 1996, Trisha Yearwood added new styles to her music in the middle of the 1990s. Magazines like Rolling Stone praised Thinking About You's sophisticated sound, which mixed adult contemporary and country pop styles. Everybody Knows, on the other hand, focused on soft, introspective songs. Both records did very well in the marketplace, giving her a reputation as one of the most important voices in country music. Trisha kept putting out albums, singles, and mixes over the next few decades, which kept her popular. Show how her work is changing while still honoring her country roots. Trisha Yearwood has made a name for herself in movies and TV shows as well as singing. In the comedy drama The Thing Called Love, which came out in 1993, she played the first character who was like a rising country artist, with hopes and problems. Later, she was in TV shows like Jag, from 1997 to 2002, Nashville, 2015, and The Passion, 2016, showing how versatile she was and how far she had come beyond singing. Trisha's love of cooking led her to create her own TV show in 2012 called Trisha's Southern Kitchen. The show combines her love of Southern food with her personalities that are charming. She has also written a number of cookbooks, including Georgia Cooking in an Oklahoma Kitchen and Home Cooking with Trisha Yearwood. These have helped her connect with her fans on a more personal level and celebrate the foods and traditions of her Southern background. Through love and marriage, Trisha Yearwood has grown as a person and been in a number of high-profile relationships that show how hard it is to live in the public eye. Her first marriage was to Christopher Lom. They met in the middle of the 1980s and got together. Their wedding took place in 1987, while Trisha was still figuring out the early parts of her work and becoming a rising star in country music. Even though this marriage was full of with hopes and dreams common of young couples, they got a divorce in 1991. The end of their marriage was a private matter, but it happened at the same time that Yearwood's career was growing quickly. This suggests that her focus on her music career and the demands of working in the entertainment business may have made things hard for the couple. While she was away, Trisha fell in love with Robert Reynolds again. In 1994, they got married for the second time. She was looking for stability and companionship with a partner who knew the stresses of the music business, and this marriage was a new start in her personal life. But, despite the hope and promise at the beginning along with their union, Trisha and Robert's marriage ended in divorce in 1999. During this time, Yearwood went through a lot of changes. She was becoming well known in the country music business, with Grammy nominations and #1 hits, which required her to travel a lot and work hard at her craft. In this part of her life, she faces the difficulties of juggling a successful job with a personal relationship. This shows how artists often have to make sacrifices in order to be successful. Trisha Yearwood's most famous and long-lasting romance was with G. Brooks, who is one of the most famous people in country music history. They met in the late 1990s and fell in love after mutual awe and respect turned into a deep and lasting relationship. G. Brooks is famous for his powerful performances and albums that broke records. Trisha, on the other hand, is known for her amazing vocals and heartfelt performances. The two have a personal connection and a deep professional understanding as they both deal with the pressures of fame and the music business. Their marriage shows how personal love and a shared love of art can work well together. It's an example of how to find lasting love after going through hard times. They have kept their relationship pretty secret and stable, which has been an inspiration too. They showed fans and aspiring musicians that love and job success can go hand in hand with respect, support, and dedication. Trisha Yearwood is a famous country music star known for her soulful voice and down-to-earth attitude. She has always been admired not only for her musical skills but also for being honest and real. She talked about her life with G. Brooks in a recent interview, giving fans a look into their relationship that had never been seen before. A lot of people think they know what it's like for two famous artists to get married, but until you do it yourself, Trisha said, her voice amused and honest at the same time. The two have been together with a truly loving relationship that has become an inspiration to many. They have been together since the early 2000s and have dealt with the unique challenges of fame, creative differences, and public scrutiny. Trisha stressed that how people see Garth Brooks isn't always the same as how she knows him personally. G is huge on stage, and everyone thinks of him as an unstoppable, charming performer. But when he's at home, he's nothing like that. He's quiet, thoughtful, and really cares about others. She said that people don't know that behind all the noise and excitement is someone who really listens, supports, and loves without any conditions. A lot of fans were shocked by this news. Mostly only see Garth singing in front of thousands of adoring fans. Trisha's honest review makes the country music star seem more real, revealing the man behind the legend who is both skilled and down-to-earth. The couple's relationship did have some rough spots, though. Trisha thought about the problems they were having balancing their personal lives with their hard jobs. Being married to someone like G means that work sometimes comes first and schedules aren't always reliable, but we've learned that faith and communication are important. Even if it's just a quiet dinner at home at the end of the day, we make time for each other.